1895, it derived from richly enhanced contemporary models. The result, Morlock Night, is a book that almost reads as if H. Rider Haggard had written it, rather than a young 20th century Californian. Almost. Jeter's book bangs along at a much faster pace than Haggard's books did, and the deadpan humor is all Jeter's. The excitable and unrestrained character of the Morlocks as they angrily try to work a machine hopelessly beyond their comprehension is wonderful to see, and the impatient banter between Edwin Hocker and Tafe is entertainingly discordant. Just by the phrasing of Tafe's comments, we soon catch on that she's from a more modern time. Not that it's all beer and skittles by any means. There are perils, and they're downright apocalyptic. The doom that threatens the world. Nothing comes after this, and nothing before either. My dear fellow, this is no end to everything. This is everything, is a nightmare vision right out of Philip K. Dick. But Jeter's London is, as well as dangerous, endlessly colourful and grotesque. The underground lost coin world, with the vast corroded-together conglomeration of swords and coins and antediluvian submarines known as the Grand Tosh. The Edinburgh scholar whose pursuit of Atlantean artifacts has led him to retire forever into the London sewers, the malevolent mummy in the castle of Montségur. Without knowing that he was breaking a new trail that would one day be a conduit for lots of books and movies and graphic novels and clothing and jewelry and God knows what all, Jeter in this book pointed out a new and fascinating direction, and then even provided the enduring name for it. I'm glad the book that started it all is back in print for a new generation of readers. Tim Powers, January 2011. Morlock Night. And another, a quiet, shy man with a beard, whom I didn't know, and who, as far as my observation went, never opened his mouth all the evening. H. G. Wells, The Time Machine. 1. Mr. Hocker begins. An astonishing narrative, don't you think? What? Oh, yes, indeed. Quite incredible. In truth, I hadn't even been aware of the other's presence at my side until he spoke. Darkness and fog had all but swallowed up the landmarks of the city so familiar to me. The prideful namesake of the Lion Brewery had glared down at me as I passed, then was gone. I had thought myself all alone as I walked through the thickening London night air, beneath the gas lamps flaring a sulphurous yellow through the mist. Now my private universe was halved by this quiet-stepping other. Incredible, he echoed and allowed his fine lips to trace the barest motion of a smile. Perhaps. Now that I had directed my attention toward him, I was amused that so striking a figure could have paced anywhere near the corner of my eye without forcing himself to the centre of my thoughts. Swathed in an overcoat so black it seemed a hole into which the dim street light poured and was swallowed up. Indeed, my companion appeared to be an animated fragment of the night itself, with the glossy points of his patent boots the only stars. And the face! A pale moon, to be sure, handsome enough with dark eyes and sensuous mouth beneath lustrous jet hair, but a complexion of such a pallor that I couldn't help wondering what illness or unnatural habits had blanched him thus. "So you find his story beyond belief, eh?" asked the pale man, for so I had already begun to identify him in my own mind, as we paced farther down the street. My opinion escaped in a contemptuous snort. "If our host really expected us to believe his outlandish tale," said I, "then he badly misjudged his audience, I'm afraid. A machine for travelling through time, whizzing along through millions of years to find our descendants divided into cannibalistic brutes below the ground and effete wastrels above. What rot! A very pretty bedtime fable for the pessimistic, atheistic, and socialistic, but no more than that, I'm sure." "Eh? And is that all?" The pale man whipped a slender ebony walking-stick from his far side and blocked my progress with it. "Is that all his story signified to you?" I brushed the stick away from my chest and